Hey guys, I'm back on this 1962 Chevy Impala that belongs to Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop. Check out Tim on Facebook, Tim Dixon, Gas Axe Chop Shop. Just type in Gas Axe Chop Shop on Facebook. Axe is spelled A-X-E. And you'll see some of the stuff that he's working on. A lot of it's junk that belongs to me. Anyway, here we go. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not, so don't think I'm going to get started on penetrol today, but that's okay. There's other things to do on this car. First of all, let's see how our friends are doing the ants. If you watched yesterday's video, you know we put out some ant food. Not too many there. Couple here. There's one on this seat. I just killed him. Not too much over there. If you look at yesterday's video, the whole congregation looked like was trying to get to this food. Oh boy. So, let's check out the front. Oh, let's check out the back. I don't even see any back here. There's one ant running around, but let's check out the front. Couple of ants are eating. This car is full of ants, and evidently mosquitoes. One just flew out. So we'll go over here to the other side. I'm killing ants as we go, as I see them. I'm hoping that they'll all die from the poison. They think we're friends, and I've been feeding them food, but it's actually poison. So there's still some running around. This might take a few days. Actually, I'm not really sure where they're holed up at, but if you'd got in this car yesterday when we put this stuff out, why, you'd have been eat up with them. I mean, just walking around the car like my wife and I done. This is PIB. We had ants all over us, or not all over us. We had ants on us. Somebody made a comment about this 62 Impala. It does have a little scrape here. Of course, it's got some little bit of rust issues, but remember, it is a 1962 Chevy Impala, and it belonged to a lady that bought it new. This is the story I was told, in case you just stumbled across my channel. A lady bought it new, and she lived up somewheres, I believe around Knoxville. I'm not sure, but she bought it, and the story I was told is she delivered mail in this car. So that could account for the little scrape right here. But Tim Dixon owns this car, and like I said, if you just stumbled across my video, he's wanting me to act like this is my car and do what I would do to it if it was mine. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to put penetrol on it if I can just make sure it's not going to rain today. Might be tomorrow. I'm suspecting it will be tomorrow. But I'll kind of give you a walk around the car. It's a 283 engine, original to the car. And with the original power glide. This is a good running old car. You know, it's kind of funny. I was thinking to myself, you know how some people are kind of, somebody else could see this car and they would think it's junk. They wouldn't even get in it, wouldn't even look at it. But to me, I'm attracted to this kind of stuff right here. You know, patina style, just, you know, what I call survivor, I guess. This car had been sitting for a long time, so maybe that accounts for all the ants in it, but it's a pretty good old car. It runs really good. I've got it parked here in the driveway for now. I was going to attempt to put penetrol on it, but I don't guess I will today because I think I've got some other plans that have come up unexpectedly. So, but this is what I'm doing. I thought I'd show you. I took some steel wool. Remember, I'm acting like it's mine. I took some steel wool and I kind of went over this emblem just a little bit, and I put the original colors in it, red, white, and blue, blue, white, and red, whichever you want to call it, and I'm letting it dry. Then I'm going to clean it up where you'll see the little divider lines distinguishing between the colors. I have not done this one yet. So I got some 0000 steel wool. Like I said, if this was my car, I'd be doing the same thing. I'm just kind of cleaning. Wish that mosquito would leave me alone. I don't know why, but I've always had mosquitoes just follow me. We're all over the place. But like I said, some people would see an old car or an old truck. I've had, you know, some neighbors tell me, you know, why do you mess with all this? They didn't call it junk, but something kind of appropriate to it. But this is just what I like. I had one neighbor, she doesn't live here anymore, but it's kind of funny. My wife brings it up every now and again. And she used to, I had a 57 GMC truck. Man, it's a rough old truck. But man, you talk about a good truck. That was a good truck. And it's a 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the column. And man, that thing run like a top. But it looked bad. You know this kind of stuff that I like. Anyway, the lady, you know, she was in, I guess 70s or so. Anyway, she said, she told Mrs. PIB, that's my wife, she said, look how proud she is just sitting up there in that old junk truck or something like that. And my wife just thought that was so funny. But the neighbor was telling somebody else that as we was going down the street in it. But man, you know, it's like I said, some people don't appreciate stuff like this, and I get it. Some people do. I happen to be one of those that does. You know, somebody can drive up in a new car or a new truck and yeah, it looks nice, but you know, I'd rather have something like this. Anyway, that's another story. So, sorry I got off on that. Anyway, I've got that cleaned up just a little bit, and I might do some more to it later, but in order to make this video shorter, I'm going to pause this and get my color ready, and then I'll get with you. Okay, I got this blue paint marker. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Walmart has them too. But you see these paint divider things? I'm going to just kind of blotch it in there best that I can. And when I get done with it, hopefully it will look like, I don't care if it goes over the line just a little bit, because I'm going to take some steel wool to it shortly anyway. But I'm just trying to get it to adhere to this chrome. Okay, let me put the lid on this here. The next color is white. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the good thing about patina style stuff. You can do whatever you want. But I'm acting like this is my car, because that's what Tim asked me to do, and I try to do somebody else's vehicles better than I do mine, because I don't know, I'm kind of funny about other people's stuff. Let me see. And I gotta get red. Stupid skeeter. That's what that slap was, if you heard the slap. Okay. There. I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, and then I'll get the steel wool to it and make it look better. So I've done with these paint markers, these anyway. I'm going to go over to, let me start all over. I'm going to also do these letters. Where it says Chevrolet right here, I'm going to try to put a little black in here. So it's kind of hard to see the Chevrolet, but I'm going to try to make it where to kind of pop just a little bit and still make it look like it's the original paint. This is just what I do on all my stuff. Some people might think you're crazy, I guess, whatever, but that's just what I do. I try to make things, I love used parts. I like used parts better than I do new parts, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to try to make this look like it still has a little bit of life left in it after all these years. So hang on, I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm trying not to make my videos long, but Tim Dixon might actually watch this video, and I'm wanting to show him what I have done. So I've got this, once again, I got the same steel wool I had a few minutes ago, 0000, and I'm just kind of going over this chrome, but see how shiny it is? Oh, this place is covered up in mosquitoes, and I didn't spray nothing on me, so I've got to get away from me. We get a lot of rain here in East Tennessee, which means you can count on a lot of mosquitoes. Anyway, it's got a little bit of a shine to it now. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm just doing a little bit here and there, just like it was mine. I just want it to look like it's been, like the car still has some life in it, if that makes any sense. See, if you had a car or a truck that's fully restored, you wouldn't get to do all the fun that I'm doing right now. Anyway, okay, this is black. I'm gonna try to go over these letters real quick. I might have to force the paint down in there by... Sorry guys, if you see me kind of waving around, it's because I'm trying to keep the skeeters off of me. They let in on me the other day pretty good and had like welts all over me. Not all over me, but a lot of places. Sure do hurt, don't they? I hope y'all don't have them very bad where you live. But like I said, in East Tennessee, it rains a lot. The weatherman actually said it's supposed to be a pretty day today. That's what it was last night. That's what he said last night. But now today, he's got a different song and dance. So I had all intentions of putting Penetrol on today, but it just didn't work out. So I'll do something else instead and stay productive. There. This is supposed to be black up here too. This is supposed to look like back in the, I think they started this in 1958 with the Chevy Impala. That's the first year of the Chevy Impala, was 1958. So in 58, Pontiac's done this too. If you Google maybe, or eBay, whatever you want to do, 1958 Chevy Impala or Pontiac Bonneville, whatever. Maybe Star Chief too, I'm not sure. But anyway, they had vents up here in the roof. Man, they were cool looking, very cool. And in 62, I mean, they had them in 60, you know, for several years they had this, you know, fake looking vents. So this is supposed to be black in here. So I'm just going to kind of go over there just a little bit. Not very much. I don't know if it's going to do much good. You don't see too many 58 Impalas. A lot of people thought that they were an ugly car design. Personally, I love it, but also 1958, this country was in a recession, so there wasn't a lot of car buying going on. Hang on just 1 minute. Okay guys, I had to take the lid off my marker here. Well, see what this turns out like. Don't have to be perfect. I'm going to clean all this up when I use my steel wool, so I'm being in the lines or missing a little spot or two is okay. I just want it to look like it's got a little bit of life in it still after all these years. Sorry, there's honeysuckle blooming around my house. I guess in the neighbor's yard or something. Anyway, I'm kind of allergic to it as far as allergies. If you have allergies, East Tennessee is probably not the place you want to live, because there is a lot of pollen here in East Tennessee. I know a lot of people are moving here to East Tennessee, and I'm glad for them if that's what they want to do. But just to let you know, if you have allergy problems, you're going to find out real quick that East Tennessee has a lot of things to be allergic to. Pine trees, oak trees, grass, every little thing. I used to have to go get shots all the time because my allergies would get so bad. Okay, I know that looks bad right now, but believe me, when I get it cleaned up, I'm hoping it's gonna look like it still has original paint on it. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, my phone kind of shut off for some strange reason, but that's okay. We'll start again. I'll get my wife to edit for me. I don't mean to make my videos really long, so I'm going to pause right here and I'll get back with you. Okay guys, I got them all blacked in. Just imagine when it was new. I mean, all the chrome and everything is perfect. And it kind of looked like vents. That's what they're supposed to look like. Anyway, so now I think this is probably dry enough. I'll go to the one I done first just to make sure as far as the front emblems goes. Man, this thing's covered in ants, isn't it? Anyway, if I didn't tell you before, if you didn't watch my other video, let me get my finger out of the way. This means it's got a 283 in it. The V with the red, white, and blue. If it was a 327, it'd have the same thing, only it'd have cross flags, you know, like racing flags up here. That means 327. If it's a 409 Chevy, it would have all that, the cross flags and all, and it would say 409 at the bottom down here. Okay, let's see if we can clean this up and make it look like something. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want a little bit of color. Well, I messed up right there just a little, didn't I? I might have to add just a smidgen of white if I can't get this red out. I think so. I think that's going to be good enough. I like that. See, it's getting kind of thin right there. Hey, I like it. It's getting thin all over. That's good. Hey, that looks really good. I like that. Perfect. Okay. Now then, let's do this one. Like I said, I like used parts. I like new parts if you know, if it pertains to something mechanical, you know, that's fine. But when it comes to appearance, that's what I'm talking about. See, you don't have to buy new emblems. I mean, if you're into patina, you just kind of make your old ones stand out a little more. That looks great, in my opinion. Boy, I got a lot of steel wool coming off there, didn't I? But see, before there was no color. But I mean, you kind of see some color there. It looks good. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments anyway. So anyway, let's go back here at the back. Oh, see what we can do. Remember how the letters are remember I kind of pushed in with the marker as hard as I could. Well, not as hard as I could, but pushed in pretty good. But see, when I go over it, y'all might think this is old news. It's okay. There are some people that never thought about doing this maybe before or something. That's the ones I'm trying to reach out to. And you know, and if some of the paint comes off in the letter like this E, that's great. Sure, a lot of waspers around here too. Okay. Now you can read it says Chevrolet. Remember it was hard to see before? That looks good, doesn't it? It does to me. Y'all might think I'm pretty strange. Maybe I am. But to me it looks great. Now I'll see if I can clean up some of this back here. Okay, my phone just shut off again. I don't know what's going on with it, but I think I need to get some storage cleaned out. Mosquitoes are pretty bad. We'll do this side over here a little bit. I might have to get a little screwdriver or something to kind of clean up around the edges a little bit. This stuff is kind of rough and it's eating my steel wool up. Anyway, I'll get back with you in just a minute. Okay guys, what do you think? It's got a little bit of black, but it's kind of faded out. Looks pretty good to me. So, this took a little while to do, but you can read it says Chevrolet, kind of barely, but you still can see it. The emblems on the front got a little bit of color left in them, red, white, and blue. There's my plane. Right here too. I'm real proud of that. I'm glad to get that out of the way. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget I got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm also on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Of course, you're watching Primer is Best right now on YouTube, and I'm on Instagram on that, Primer is Best, and I'm on Facebook, Primer is Best. We'll see what happens. Yeah, if you'd like to keep up this car, I promise you, Lord willing, I'm going to be putting penetrol on it. So just hang in there with me. We'll see what it turns out like. And leave me a comment and let me know if you liked the video. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.